Dr. Aditi Nerurkar, a Harvard physician and stress expert, discusses the prevalence of stress and burnout in today's society. She shares her personal experience of struggling with stress during medical school and the lack of support from doctors, which led her to become the doctor she needed. Dr. Nerurkar emphasizes the alarming statistics of stress and burnout, with 72% of people struggling with stress and 70% experiencing at least one feature of burnout. She also highlights the rise in mental health problems, such as depression, sleep disorders, and fatigue, which are linked to high levels of stress. Dr. Nerurkar explains the difference between acute and chronic stress, emphasizing that chronic stress can lead to burnout. She describes the body's stress response involving the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis and the release of cortisol, the stress hormone. Chronic stress can lead to a constant surge of cortisol, which can have negative effects on the body, including physical and mental health issues. She also discusses the concept of toxic resilience, where individuals push themselves to be productive at all costs, leading to long-term health consequences. Dr. Nerurkar highlights the atypical features of burnout, such as an inability to disconnect from work. She explains that burnout can manifest in different ways, including an addiction to work and an inability to shut off from work-related responsibilities. She also addresses the stigma and shame associated with burnout, which often prevents individuals from seeking help or acknowledging their struggles. Dr. Nerurkar introduces the concept of the canary in the coal mine, which refers to the physical manifestations of stress that serve as warning signs. She shares her personal experience of experiencing palpitations as her canary song, indicating the presence of stress. She encourages individuals to pay attention to their body's signals and recognize their own unique stress symptoms. She emphasizes the importance of seeking medical attention to rule out any organic problems and address the physical manifestations of stress. Dr. Nerurkar discusses the therapeutic presence in the doctor-patient relationship, emphasizing the impact of body language and communication. She explains that creating a therapeutic encounter involves making eye contact, sitting at the same level as the patient, and demonstrating empathy and compassion. She also highlights the significance of the doctor's demeanor in influencing health outcomes, such as medication adherence and overall patient well-being. Dr. Nerurkar addresses the question of whether stress is contagious, explaining that while stress is not transmitted like a virus, emotions and energy can be contagious. She discusses the concept of the heart's electromagnetic field and its potential influence on interpersonal interactions. She emphasizes the importance of cultivating a positive and healing presence in therapeutic encounters and interpersonal relationships. Dr. Nerurkar delves into the biology of stress, explaining that stress is a natural response that can be both adaptive and maladaptive. She introduces the concept of the resilience rule of two, which suggests that our brains can only handle two new changes at a time. This principle is based on a landmark study by Drs. Holmes and Rahi, which found that positive life changes can also be a stressor to the brain. Dr. Nerurkar emphasizes the importance of making small, incremental changes to manage stress effectively. She continues by discussing the importance of getting clear on what matters the most, using the acronym MOST, motivating, objective, small, timely, to help individuals identify their most important goals. She emphasizes the importance of setting small, achievable goals to build habits over time. Dr. Nerurkar discusses the role of exercise in stress management, highlighting that even a small amount of daily physical activity can have a positive impact on stress levels. She explains that movement, such as walking, can help individuals get out of their heads and into their bodies, leading to improved mental and physical well-being. Dr. Nerurkar introduces the concept of popcorn brain, which refers to the overstimulation of the brain due to excessive time spent online. She explains that the constant information stream and the urge to scroll for danger can contribute to increased stress levels. She emphasizes the need to create digital boundaries and take breaks from social media to manage stress effectively. Dr. Nerurkar discusses the Goldilocks principle, which refers to finding the sweet spot of human productivity and stress. She explains that taking short breaks throughout the day can help individuals manage stress and improve their overall well-being. Additionally, she introduces the concept of neural consolidation, which involves taking breaks to allow the brain to cement new information into knowledge. Dr. Nerurkar highlights the importance of behavior change in managing stress and improving health and fitness. She discusses the role of wearable technology, such as the Whoop fitness tracker, in fostering meaningful behavior change. She emphasizes the impact of analytics and features like the Whoop Coach in helping individuals maintain healthy habits and improve their overall well-being. Dr. Nerurkar explains the significance of the gut-brain connection, highlighting the role of the microbiome in regulating mood and mental health. She emphasizes the importance of the gut as the second brain and discusses the role of healthy bacteria in the gut in managing mood and mental health. She also delves into the concept of serotonin, a neurotransmitter often associated with mood and stress regulation. Dr. Nerurkar reveals that there are 3 to 5 times more serotonin receptors in the gut than in the brain, challenging the traditional understanding of serotonin as solely a brain chemical. Dr. Nerurkar provides practical techniques for managing stress, including diaphragmatic breathing and the Stop, Breathe, Be method. She explains how diaphragmatic breathing can help switch the body from the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight response, to the parasympathetic system, rest and digest response, thereby reducing stress. The Stop, Breathe, Be method is described as a way to tap into the mind-body connection and ground oneself in the present moment. Dr. Nerurkar emphasizes the importance of these techniques in mitigating the stress response and promoting mental well-being. Dr. Nerurkar touches on the loneliness epidemic, emphasizing the detrimental effects of loneliness on mental and physical health. She discusses the importance of human connection and community in combating loneliness and promoting overall well-being. The concept of live a lifetime in a day is introduced as an antidote to hustle culture. Dr. Nerurkar explains that this approach involves incorporating elements of childhood, work, solitude, vacation, family, and retirement into each day to promote a sense of fulfillment and purpose. The conversation also addresses the impact of consuming graphic content on mental health. Dr. Nerurkar highlights the potential for indirect trauma and increased risk of PTSD associated with exposure to graphic images and videos. She emphasizes the need for digital boundaries and self-care to protect mental well-being while staying informed about global events. Dr. Nerurkar reflects on her personal growth and challenges a previously held belief about the correlation between external presentation and internal experience. She shares her realization that people's external appearance may not accurately reflect their internal struggles, emphasizing the importance of empathy and kindness in understanding others' experiences. The conversation concludes with a discussion on the importance of human connection and the impact of loneliness on mental health. Dr. Nerurkar emphasizes the need for genuine human connection and community to combat loneliness and promote overall well-being.